There, it looks like you got a microphone. Every once in a while, I just have to reboot my computer in order to get my microphone to work. How are you guys? So, what's going on? I'm just sitting here being bored, playing with the dogs. Mic drop. Yeah, I've got Chloe stuck to me, wanting my attention. And I want a cigarette so bad I could eat one. But that would be really gross, so I won't. Hey, Shannon. How you feeling? I'm sorry. I wish you were feeling better. Ah, it's always the fun part. Hopefully, they'll figure out what's going on with you and get you the right treatment and get you something to get you feeling better quick. Yeah, you've been sick for a while. So far, I've been lucky. I haven't gotten any of the major icky stuff going around, but now that I've said it, I'll probably get something major. Yeah. Yeah, knock on wood. Yeah, when you're coughing and can't sleep, that just sucks. Oh, wow. Definitely will keep him in my prayers. Hey, Michael. See you, Shannon. Good luck. What are you up to, Michael? Fun, fun. Yeah, I work tomorrow, so yeah, that is very true. Christmas money is always tough to come up with. So I'm hoping I have more work than less in the next couple weeks. Need that Christmas money. Hey Mike, how's it going? I had that same weird problem with my microphone. I had to reboot my computer again. Hi Donna. How's it going, Donna? How are you feeling? Shannon's at the doctor right now. That's good. That's definitely gotta help me make you feel better. Yeah, Mike, my microphone just doesn't like me. All right, Michael, have a good day. Yeah, shut my front door. Yeah, they were just calling her back. I was talking to her and they called her back, so hopefully she'll get some good answers. Oh, good grief. Yeah. Mike. Yeah, my sinuses are bugging me. Ken gets sick and brings home stuff. Day 4. Wait, let me look. $4 days, 19 hours, and 47 minutes. Well, it wasn't so bad I can eat it. And right before Ken left for work, he started pulling out a pile of cigarettes to leave on the table. And I was like, no, put those away. He's like, why? And I'm like, why do you got to leave them out? All you're doing is tempting me. You know how hard it is to quit smoking in this house? And he's looking at me and I'm like, don't put them out there. Take them out when you get home. And he's like, okay. Do I feel better? My sinuses are starting to open up again. So yeah. We'll see if you quit, Ken, then we could quit together and it would be easier for both of us. Nope, he'd have to quit the old fashioned way. Donna. Cool. That's right. He's like Ken. He gets up at the crack of 3 o'clock. Well, Ken gets up at the crack of noon, but Anthony's a late one. Yeah, I'm usually up around 5 a.m. I wish I could sleep in until noon. That would be wonderful. My body just won't let me. That's got to be frustrating, not being able to work when you want to. Enjoy. Dogs are extra cuddly today. Not sure why. Daddy says hi. She's gonna fly away with those ears. Hey, Anthony.
How you doing?
Hey, not too bad. How are you?
Oh, oh, come on, computer. All right, get it together. Oh, no. Guess I better bring Chad up. All right. Been doing all right today?
Yeah, just hanging out with the dogs. They're extra cuddly today, so.
Yeah. Funny how they get like that when it's colder. You got food.
Yep.
Yeah, I just got done cooking myself some late breakfast. My dog was looking at me like, "Hello, Daddy." What? Oh, no. You're just dying to get up here, ain't you? Yeah. Where's Beanie? You Beanie? He knows better. Yeah. She's like, "Oh, please, just drop one."
What'd you make?
I just fried me some eggs and made me some toast. Quick and simple.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm usually up by noon or 1 at the latest. I didn't get up to about 40 minutes ago. Woke up thirsty and hungry. Let's see. I guess I better get Chad out here. Hey, Ken. Mike. Oh, damn. Where you hiding, Mike? Oh, yeah. He said he got a banana cream pie lunch. Yeah. I got up this morning craving the fried egg, so I fried me some.
Sounds kind of good, fried egg and toast.
In the microwave. You said, "Where's mine at?" Oh, you're talking about the banana cream pie? Well, what you go do, you go buy you some bananas that are just about a little overripe. I can make some banana fritters. Yeah, I had a woman one time in the store here where I go a lot. She seen me trying to get the bananas are just about ready to be tossed, And she asked me, she says, "Why you buy bananas like that?" I said, "One, I get them cheaper. And two, as soon as I get home, they're going in banana fritters. They're not going to sit on they ain't going to sit on the counter and finish rotting." Last time I went in there, I left with 7 bunches of bananas, and I only paid 20. No, it was 12 cents a pound.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're going to throw it out anyway,
Yep.
The manager that runs that, I like him because he's kind of like, I'd rather make a little money than throw it away. Yeah, you make banana bread. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why I try to tell my nieces it's a lot better to make banana bread with overripe banana than it is fresh bananas. And fresh bananas don't like to be squashed. Not as easy as the overripe ones. Damn, baby. You ain't even been up an hour yet, and you done call somebody a bitch. Yeah, sit down. And tell her, Mike. So sit down before you hurt yourself, huh? That's what my grandpa used to tell people. Boy, go sit down before you hurt yourself. Or what was Grandpa's other favorite saying? Oh, if you fuck like you drive, I feel sorry for your wife.
Mm.
Yeah. I guess that was his nice way of saying your driving sucked. Of course, he also had a bad one. Pull out there, they'll stop. I'm like, no, they won't, Grandpa. I said, you're gonna do that one day, run into a guy like me that ain't gonna stop. I'm gonna hit you for principle. Huh. I'll take it. Since Ken's just popping up here and there, and he's at work.
Well, you could, Mike, but it might have some funny consequences.
Yeah. But let me tell you though, the little guy decided to come up with little DVR cameras that clip to your mirror. I need to kiss him on his mouth. You know how many rear end bangs I've had that I've gotten out of because that camera showed what actually happened? Because in the old days, the person you hit is going to say, "Oh, that son of a bitch just come out of nowhere and hit me." It's hard when you got a videotape of them pulling right out in front of you out of a parking lot.
Yep.
It eliminates that he said, she said shit. Yeah. I just bought one recently that now I have a camera in the front, the back, and on the side, on the mirrors. As soon as I get the time and the money, I'm going to order another one, put on my truck. But usually when I'm on the road with the truck, people don't usually try that stupid shit. I guess because it sets up so high with that push guard in the front, they figure, well, that motherfucker ain't stopping. I told Mike I was going to get some of that small tubing. I'm going to go all the way around my truck like they do the bumper cars.
Uh-huh.
See what kind of attitude I get from people.
I used to have a 1991 Chevy Blazer, and I had a grill, like a deer grill.
Yeah, brush guard.
Yeah, brush guard that was supposed to fit a Suburban.
Yeah.
My dad made it fit on the Blazer.
Oh yeah, you can make them fit on. I seen a guy put a brush guard on the front of a Cadillac.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you know how to weld, you can put them on anything.
But I used that to like push people when they were like having car trouble and.
Yep, get them out of the ice, whatever they may be stuck in.
Yep.
That's pretty much why my truck's set up like it is.
Laughing at me for calling it a deer grill.
Yeah. Well, around here, we could get away calling it a deer grill because that's about the only thing you push with it half the time. Damn deer season around here, they will jump right in front of you.
Yep. You looking for daddy? Huh? You looking for daddy?
That's the magic words, daddy. Where's he at?
Yeah.
Like mine, she'd be by the door. He'd be by the door waiting on me. Way before anybody else could hear me.
Yeah, these guys know right when Ken pulls up. Mm-hmm. If I'm awake when he gets home, I can tell that home they are up and out of bed and at the door and barking and
raising hell. Yep.
And they'll be doing it for 5 minutes before he comes in the house.
Well, that's because they can hear his truck way before you can.
Mm-hmm.
My wife used to say, I think that dog can tell time. I said, no, he just hears that truck way before you do coming up that road. Especially down the end because it's uphill. So when you're going uphill, you got the gas down.
Hello? Nope.
Tell him to get out of your bed.
Oh, yeah, Marley does? Yeah. Females always do that. I don't know why. Talking about my little girl Marley dog. A mile before I'm down the road, she gets excited and pees. You know, that one little spot.
Mm-hmm.
She gets so excited, she just, whoop. I don't know why she does that. All my female dogs did that. They get excited, pee. That tail be wagging 900 miles an hour, and you see that one little squirt. I'm like, really? Yeah. It's hard to get mad at them because they got that face like, oh, look at daddy, it's daddy, it's daddy. What? I'm not going nowhere. Well, you want my plate? Ain't nothing on it. Ain't nothing on it. Huh? Here, I'll let you lick the. You want some yolk?
Tanya on the phone. She wanted to know if I wanted company. I told her only if she wanted to be on the live stream. She decided that she didn't want to come over.
Oh, man.
Kim's ex-wife.
Yeah. Yeah. At least y'all get along somewhat, I guess.
Yeah, well, we do for the sake of Megan.
Yeah. Well, she's actually got 2 exes.
Wow.
One of them I'm real good friends with. We get along great. Now, the other one, we get along, but I think a lot of it's to do with Jack, you know, my stepson.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you know, we've talked. Yeah.
If it wasn't for Megan, I wouldn't probably have anything to do with her, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, it's good that you do that. At least she don't have to see it.
Yeah. I call her my step ex-wife.
Her ex, before me and her got together, we tolerate each other, but I think a lot of us, it was already downhill anyway for them two. They were pretty much living separate in the same house anyway, and then she finally moved out, you know. Yeah. One thing, he was upset. He thought she moved out because of me. I said, brother, I didn't even come down to this state until she was living at her sister's house, you know? So don't think she moved out because of me. Yeah. Yeah, tell the bill collector to call them back later. We don't have the money. I don't know. When I first went down, I couldn't work, and I messed with Social Security and my disability insurance and all that, which is a fucking joke. How sad you pay all that money, all that years into, you know, long-term and short-term disability, and then you got to fucking fight them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I mean, it ain't like I stubbed my toe or something like that. I had a fucking brain aneurysm with a stroke. You know, it's not something I could have took an aspirin to prevent, you know. Yeah. I actually had to get a lawyer on my own insurance.
Wow.
Ain't that retarded?
Yeah.
And this is funny thing is, I fought with him for 3 months. The lawyer called him one time.
Wow.
The check was in the mail 2 weeks later. Now, see, I think they're all in cahoots because that's bullshit. That's funny how he can make one phone call, man, and they're like, that money's there. Me, I had to fight him for 3 months.
Yep.
I think they purposely do that. You know, it's that scratch my back and I'll scratch your back shit.
Yep. Well, the lawyers benefit. They get part of the money, so.
They get a third.
Wow, yep.
On my settlement, they took a third. Whatever you get, they take a third. It don't matter if it's $100 or 100 million. They get a third. Yeah. But hey, my check was coming in the mail. I didn't bitch. You know, I had bills to pay, so.
Yep.
And that check came just in time because 2 days before it come, I spent fighting the repo guy off.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And I told that guy any other time, I'd been like, yeah, you know, I can't pay it. I'm going to let you have it. But I only had 6 notes left paying it off. And I told that guy, I said, brother, you got a file in your hand because I know my laws. Because the first thing I asked them, which everybody should, is walk up to them and say, let me see the court order writ. Because see, as long as they don't, if you voluntarily give it to them, they don't need it. But if you fight them, like I had mine parked in the back behind a locked gate, because he physically had to come and knock on my door to ask me to open the gate. Because if he touches the gate, he's committing a felony.
Mm-hmm.
So especially the fact I got cameras all over the place. But I went out there and the cops were in the sheriff department were with them, and I said one simple question. I said, let me see the court order writ that was signed by the judge. He didn't have one. Soon as he couldn't produce one, the local cop said, this is a civil matter. You need to take him to court. For now, you need to leave his property.
Nice.
Yeah. But you got to know to ask them that.
Yep.
They got loopholes to where if they come get the car and snatch it, especially, that's why a lot of times they'll get you while you're at work or a parking lot.
Yeah.
A public place, but they can get it out of your driveway. They're breaking the law taking it out of your driveway, but if they hook it up and get out with no incidents and no argument, it's 9/10 possession's the law, you know.
Yeah.
But if you come out and catch them in the middle and stop them and ask them for that court order writ, I don't care if there's 15 cops out there with them. If he don't have that court order writ, as soon as the brass shows up and says produce the writ and he don't have it, the cops are going to say, this is a civil matter. You got to take him to court, leave. Because your name is on the register. So, you know, by law, it's registered to you, even though the bank might have a lien on it, you know.
Yeah.
Now, if he comes with a court order writ, there ain't shit you can do. Because after they have a court order writ signed by a judge and you try to interfere, the cops will arrest you. But the fact that he didn't have one, he had to leave and he knew it. He goes, I'll be back tomorrow. I said, no, you won't. Because that day I had gotten my check and I went and paid that son. The lady's like, are you going to pay to catch up? No, I said, I'm going to pay to be where I need to be. I'm paying all 4 of them, you know. Pretty much left me broke again, but I still have my car anyway, put it that way. I picked one with my neighbor. I said, yeah, I said, I got one more note left on it. It's paid for. I said, then I said, I'm going to hoop it out. I'm going to put big 26-inch rims on it, jack it up. Well, you know, it's an Impala. You know, you got to make it look like I'll put 2 big 18s in the back and then make my wife drive it. Oh, you talking about when the repo guy came? Yeah. Yeah, because see where I had the car parked, there's only one way to get back there. He went the other way. He damn near sunk his truck in my yard. Yeah. Yeah, there's one way to get to that backyard. If you go past those certain trees, it's all marshy, you know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Well, my biggest problem is I was paying for what the hell? I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's like Aflac, you know, where you got disability, accidental insurance, and all that. And I had been paying them for God, what, 20 something years? Because I was with the same company. And that's who they use, Aflac. But it wasn't Aflac, it was another company, Assurance or something like that. But you know, it's just like Aflac. It's just a different company. Yeah. Don't go with them. Aflac might be better, but this one wasn't. I had to sick the lawyer on them. Every time I call them, they say, "Oh, we're waiting on your paperwork from all your doctors." Well, all my doctors, including my 3 neurologists, said they done faxed it like 8 different times. You know, and they get them little confirmation sheets that show it was sent and it was received. So somebody was getting it. But when the lawyer called them, all of a sudden, oh, we found them. This is their excuse. It fell behind the copier. Yeah. It fell behind the copier. Okay. Is that kind of like the dog ate my homework?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what somebody was telling me. Aflac does that. Hell, my insurance company does that. Every so often, you get a check from not having an accident.
Nice.
Yeah. Of course, the money they charge you a year, they can afford to give some back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I used to have Aflac, Mike, but when I was working for this company, they used another company, but it's supposed to have been just like Aflac, and they'd been around a long time, but yeah, they gave me the runaround. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the way it was. I was working for a company, but it was a private, small company. So yeah, that poor guy, he got raped when it came to insurance. He hired an extra 20 people he didn't even need just so he could drop his insurance. You know, because apparently to them, the more people you got, the better savings you get. Because he hired 10 more people just so he could get his insurance down to where he could afford it. Which sucked because once he hired the 10 extra people, it cut our hours.
Yeah, that sucks.
Well, see, that's the way a lot of these companies do. They'll hire a ton more people than they need and work them all part time. That way, they don't have to pay them full benefits.
Yeah.
They get off cheaper. Yeah, that's Mike, the guy I used to work for. That's the way he's doing it now. He's basically told the insurance company to kiss his ass, and he takes the money he was normally paying them and he puts it in an account. And then when someone gets hurt or something, he just cash, here, done. It's paid for. Get the fuck out of here. And he said he's been doing that the last 9 years, and it's way cheaper than what it was when he was making claims. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm talking about. They get hurt at work. He pays any medical, whatever. because we all carried disability insurance. So you didn't have to worry about that. And then workman's comp. Hell, when I was a contractor, I was telling people, you know, workman's comp's fucking nuts. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Doing that way, like I said, he's saving 12 grand a year. Yeah. But like he said, like the guy I work for, he said he just left the money in there and hell, it built interest. When it didn't get used, it just kept building interest and he'd just leave it in there. That way, no matter what happened, the accident, something got messed up, one of the guys screwed up something and they had to redo it or rebuy it. He had the money in that account just to go buy it. I mean, he kept insurance at a lower value just in case something really, really went wrong. But it wasn't what he was paying for. Yeah, State Farm's good, but like you said, they rape you on the premium. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they're expensive, but they pay out good.
Yeah. Well, they can afford to pay out good. Yeah. Because I had Allstate, they're the same way, but like I said, you pay for that premium. Yeah. Well, I should say I used to be with Allstate. Last 13 years I've been with Geico. And the last two time I had incidents, I just took pictures of it, sent it to them. Check was in the mail.
Nice.
Yeah. Cause I know when I was with Allstate, they used to have to send a appraiser, you know.
Yeah.
Nowadays they just have you snap pictures. And they even tell you on their app what angle to take it, you know, and how many. He gonna beat your ass.
No.
Yeah. I got all kind of shit. In fact, I need to sit down and go through all my paperwork. I got all kind of freaking insurance and crap now. All I know is paying my medical bills and paying my medicine now, so that's all it counts.
Yeah.
So I told everybody I need to make a trip to Washington, D.C. and kiss that orange-head dude in the mouth. Well, if it wouldn't have been for him, you know how long I was fighting him when Obama was in office? That man made one little change and boom, all that crime was over with. I really didn't care for the man. I let people know it ain't no strange. I've been a Democrat since 1984, but I'm not a libtard snowflake. I consider myself a liberal, but not a libtard. There's a big difference. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, that's what I had, Mike, and that shit was fucking a joke. And what pissed me off, oh, you can keep your same doctors and same bullshit. Every one of them dropped me like a fucking, oh, you have this, you have Obamacare no more. We can't see you anymore. We don't accept that. Yeah, it covered pre-existing conditions, but how the hell are you going to use it when the doctor you normally see says they no longer accept it? The government can say whatever they want. A private business is still a private business, and they have the right to refuse you for. They don't even have to have a reason. They can just say we can't help you.
Yeah, we've got Ken on Obamacare, but it's more just in case something really bad happens and he ends up in the hospital and
Right. Well, yeah, but I mean, right now that's the only thing you can do until they change it. Yeah. Yeah.
I get whatever I can get for him that's got a zero premium, and then
Yep.
we don't have to pay for it, and he's got catastrophic insurance if needed.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Well, some of it's gotten a little better since Trump did away with a lot of those restrictions and those what was that, to where if you they had it to where if you didn't pay, you got penalized.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. They're gonna complain. They complain about everything. Yeah, because I'm gonna let y'all know. I have friends in the area. So half those caravans are coming from, Mike. They live in them same fucking cities. He said a majority of the people, not all, but a majority of those people in that caravan left because they would not fucking work or contribute, and their government was getting tired of them and was stopping their handouts. But of course, good old United States still giving out shit. So guess where they head? Yeah. They even had certain towns in Mexico offering them jobs because they needed people to work, but they wouldn't take it. They kept on moving. Because they know once they get in here, they can sit on their ass. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that. See, CNN and all of them don't report that, but Fox and that O something news does. There was businesses in Mexico. One of them was Dodge, where they built the Dodge truck. Was telling them they needed, more workers, but they didn't want to work. They say they're coming here because they need jobs, but how the fuck you keep coming to somewhere when you done had 5 or 6 jobs offered to you? The reason they're kept moving because there's no handouts. And like you said, now they're stuck in Mexico getting free food from them, and they're complaining about the food. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. Sure did. Yep. Well, you heard about that one woman climbed up over the wall with her kids in her arm and tried to jump on the other side and impaled herself. Because they run all that Constantine wire and they put the little cross deals up. She impaled herself on one of those. And with her kid. How stupid can you be? No, Mike. On say it's a damn good thing that heaven and God didn't make me in charge, because there wouldn't be tear gas going over that motherfucker. It'd be a gas, but it wouldn't be tear gas. Like my uncle said, they lucky they outlawed mustard gas. Yeah, they also reported early this morning that a bunch of them got the shit beat out of them by the citizens of Tijuana. Because they're getting tired of their stupid shit. They're robbing people, breaking into shit. and citizens of Tijuana had enough, so they've been forming their own little posses and beating the fuck out of them. And that's what's going to end up happening. Mexican people are going to say, this is bullshit. Yeah. Because a lot of them that lives in Tijuana and all that can't get to work because they stopped all traffic flowing in and out. So, you know, a lot of them people live in Tijuana and all that, and they drive to the United States to work, and then they go back home. So now they can't get to work. So they getting pissed off. Yeah. Yeah. That's what. Well, actually, they were using kerosene in strike anywhere matches. But yeah, a lot of the vigilantes were doing that. They were dousing them with kerosene, setting them on fire. But you didn't see that on CNN and ABC and NBC and all that. I don't even think Fox covered it because they don't want people seeing people run down the road on fire. What get me? Did you see all the actual news footage of half of those people walking down the street that was supposed to be immigrant, migrators, have fucking cell phones and shit? No, they did. They were walking around videotaping with cell phones and shit. I'm like, oh boy, they're really, yeah, napalm gas is sticking. Well, that's why they were using kerosene. They were taking kerosene and sticking styrofoam down there and letting it melt into it. That's pretty much napalm, homemade napalm, but it's napalm. It's gonna get nasty. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna get nasty. Because now you got groups protesting on the other side. You know, all your social justice warriors, they got to get involved. I think they need to take the names of every one of them social justice warriors and move 10 of those immigrants into their house. You have to house them until they go to court. And you're responsible to make sure they get to court. See how fast that changes their attitude. Yeah. Yeah, you can do it that way too. Yeah. Yeah. Good old box of borax and diesel fuel. Oh, yeah. Oh. Hey, Mike, you remember the bouncing Betties? I still know how to construct those. I don't know. A lot of people don't remember them because they mainly stopped those during the Vietnam War. It's called the bouncing Betty. Yep. A group of people would hit the tripwire and they'd let them get in so close to it, it would pop up in the air, come down, and then shrapnel and BBs would just across out like that. I've seen them bouncing Betties take out whole platoons. Yeah. Because the whole outside's got ball bearings and nails and just scrap steel just glued to the outside of it. So it's basically, I don't know if you remember as a kid, a lot of kids used to take them little cherry bombs, dip them in glue, and then cover the outside with BBs. It's about the same principle.
Wow.
Except for this one, it's buried in the ground. And when you hit the tripwire, you're usually close enough for it. Yeah, it comes up, bounces up, like he said, about 4 to 5 foot off the ground, and then it blows up. Yeah. Wow. Not only does the concussion get the close ones, but the shrapnel, I've seen it clear out a whole fucking dense forest when it got set off. It just level every little tree that was like 4 inches or less. It would just level. Yep. And those are not hard to make, believe it or not. They're not hard at all. I can make one out of a 30-gallon barrel. Ah. My grandpa used to have one out in his backyard for a booby trap for thieves, but the ATF told me you had to get rid of it. Yep, fertilizer bomb. Yeah, because that's about what it made out of the human body, fertilizer. Yep. Yep. Old Bouncing Betty. Woo. It had many names. The one that always stuck with me was the Bouncing Betty. I had a few group of people called it the Foo Bar Bomb.
That's a good name for it.
Yeah, because that's about all that was left when it went off. Fucked up all recognition. Look, did you go outside? Mama let you outside. Cold out there? Is it cold? Come on, Hyper. Mama let you outside. Come in all hyper. No, don't want no sugar. I don't need no sugars. Nope.
I think
Wow, she finds something dead. You find something dead again.
I think well,
No, she could smell like an outside dog, but she don't stink. I smell like I've been running outside. Huh. Nope, no sugars. Beat you up. I'm gonna beat you up. And Daddy beat you up. Look.
Our dogs have it so rough, don't they, Anthony?
Oh yeah. I need their job.
Mike's too.
Yeah, eat, sleep, and shit. That's a rough job. Bark every once in a while, Of course, if I was a dog, I'd be that old bloodhound because my bark would be rough. Be like an old bloodhound on the porch. Oh. Couldn't be no ankle biter. Y'all too hyper. Yeah. Where's Beanie?
something.
Yeah, I know. I've seen her ears perk up. Somebody coming? Somebody coming down the road? We'll go get them. Go show them the welcome party.
Yeah, Mike, when you have a dog called the Fat One, I would say they're spoiled.
Nah. They're neglected when they're called fat. Huh. That's like I used to have a full-blooded German Rottweiler. His real name was King, but I called him Tiny. I remember the first time my neighbor come to my backyard and seen him, he says, I was always wondering who you was calling Tiny, but he said, that son of a bitch ain't tiny. Because his head was about as big as around the basketball. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was King, man.
So do mine.
Yeah. A king is a squirrel get on the fence, and you'd swear to God somebody was coming in there to kill you.
Yep.
He'd tear half the chain link fence down to get that one little squirrel. It was funny. I remember one day I had to go out there and cut him out of the fence because he done got tangled up in the fence trying to get the squirrel. And I swear the squirrel was up on the side of the phone post laughing. My neighbor said, he's barking at him. I said, that squirrel ain't barking back at him. He's laughing his ass off. Big 210-pound dog tangled up in a fucking chain link fence. screaming like a little 12-year-old girl. Yeah, I literally had to go up there with a pair of Klein 9s and cut him out of that fence. Huh, ferocious. You ferocious? You act like you ferocious. That's why I used to say if a big dog had an attitude like an ankle biter, they'd be dangerous.
Yep.
Well, most of my big dogs were gentle giants. This thing here, she acts like she's 20 foot tall and bulletproof. Huh.
And like Ken just said, ours bark at those attack leaves.
Oh, yeah. You got to watch them attack leaves, man. They'll catch you off guard. Huh. You watch them attack leaves? Yeah. You protect daddy from the attack leaves? Yeah. 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 You going to protect daddy from the leaves? Yeah. That's this one. A little leaf. She's hurt. I'm like, it's a leaf. Settle down. Yeah, I used to like them. That's why when people started giving all them dogs a bad rap, I kept telling people it's not the dog. The dog has the potential of being that way, but only because of its owner.
Any dog can be a bad dog. It is definitely the owner.
Yep. And I just got away with them because we had so many people around here that had them that wasn't doing them right, and they were getting out and eating kids. And of course, then the city starts outlawing them, and then they're like, well, we can grandfather you in. I'm like, no, because I'm not going to have people, especially nowadays with kids, these teenagers walk down and kick the fence. And I try to tell them, they're like, why are you being an ass? I'm not being an ass. It's a full-blooded German Rottweiler. This is his territory. You're kicking at his territory. He will come over that fucking 7-foot fence.
Yep.
The mailman did it because where I was living, my king was sitting on the porch, laid, looking out. And the mailman was at the fucking gate, reached over as far as he could with his arm and squirted that fucking spray mace at him and hit him. And when he did, that pissed him off. Yeah. But because I had a video camera, he was at fault, so they wasn't going to make me put him down. But I finally just gave it to my uncle to bring it way out in the country to get him away. But several times I've had to stop him from almost going over the fence because the kids would come down and kick the chain link, kicking at him. So I didn't want to take no chance of a kid getting hurt because once a kid gets hurt, you fucked.
Yeah.
And then my insurance company was getting nervous about it. And believe it or not, I had $1 million umbrella just on my dogs.
Wow.
Just so I can keep them. And that got expensive fast.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's almost like the same insurance policy you have to carry if you got an in-ground pool in your yard. A lot of people don't know that when you have an in-ground pool in your yard, you have to carry an umbrella insurance on in case a neighbor's kid climbs into it and drowns.
Yeah.
Even if you got a fence. Well, you got to have a fence nowadays. It's a law. You have an in-ground pool, it's got to be fenced off, which would be stupid not to because every one of your neighbors would be using your pool. Huh.
Yeah.
You want green eyes. Well, you want green eyes. No, I don't want no sugar. I told you that. Yeah, nope. My ear's clean. I'm good. I'm good. Go clean mama. She's been sick. She might need some cleaning. Huh? Go see mama. Look, mama's right over there. Go see mama. No?
No,
He's like, I ain't.
I heard that coughing, Donna.
Yeah. Yeah, she been sick. Went to the holidays, and of course, you know, her nieces and all of them got like, hell, one of them's got what, 8 kids? You know, they're good for giving. That's why I make sure I got my plate first, because half of them are sitting there doing this. Oh, I don't want that one. I want this one. I'm like, you little nasty bastard, you ain't even washing your hands. They were sharing, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They were giving a holiday gift.
The gift that just keeps on giving.
Here's some turkey with a little coronavirus in it, you know. Little strep throat, some head cold, you know, a little bit of flu. Oh, they do the above ground too now, Mike? Yeah, doesn't surprise me. Yeah, that's what I said. We hadn't really been anywhere in a while. She was fine. As soon as we go to her family's for
not here yet.
Thanksgiving. No, if you have a above ground pool, you gotta have insurance too. Your sister just ain't got caught yet. But let somebody get hurt in that pool. Yeah. Yeah. Well, her sister's got one that doesn't have insurance, but I said that's only because where she lives, they haven't caught it yet. But let someone get hurt in it, and she ain't got that insurance, she's gonna be screwed. Well, well, let one, hell, even when her grandkids get hurt in it, you don't think the parents won't sue the shit out of her? Go ask Larry across the street. His own daughter and son-in-law sued the hell out of him.
Yeah.
And you know what their excuse was? Well, Dad, it's your insurance. It's not you. But you know, they don't have the concept of knowing his premiums are going to go out the roof, if not get dropped. As soon as they took the money, they dropped them. Good luck getting insurance at a reasonable price after you done been dropped from a lawsuit from your own kid. Yeah, you're right, Mike. That is the sad part. It is normal family. It normally is family. Yeah. Yep. So that was her excuse to her dad. Well, it's not you, Dad. We're suing your insurance. Yeah, you suing your dad too. His name is on that lawsuit. He's going to pay for it in the end because he's either going to have to pay higher premiums or he's going to get dropped. And you know, once you get dropped from a lawsuit and you go to another company, you're going to pay 4 times what you was paying before.
Yeah.
Yep. Now you're high risk. Yep. From your own family. And they look at that too. They see it's not even a stranger, it's his own blood. So, you know, they figure, hell, this guy's family sues him. Neighbor ain't going to think twice about suing him. Yeah, his daughter is an idiot. Not counting what little bit happened, his insurance covered her medical. That was already taken care of. Anything dealing with the accident was taken care of. But all she seen was them little dollar signs in her eyeball from her husband and made her file suit against her own daddy.
I can't imagine suing my dad. He's done so much for me that I can't imagine doing something like that.
Yeah, well, I She didn't get hurt on his property, but he had the insurance that paid. You know, like she had to go to the emergency room, then she had to go to her doctor. And they put a cast on her leg, but then they paid for it all. They even paid her 3 months rent.
Wow.
Yeah, because she so-called couldn't work. Which her husband should have been out fucking working, but he was one of them that drives his wife to work, drops her off, and goes fishing. That type. Yeah. Yeah, he's that type. I used to pick with her. I said, "You sure you ain't got a sister?" I'd love to drop you off at work and go fishing all day.
Oh, wow, Mike.
Wow. Well, yeah, we used to have quite a bit of those here, but believe it or not, these grocery stores started fighting back. That's why they got cameras everywhere now. Yeah. Because my niece was taking one of hers out of a cart, but it's the way she did it and snapped his leg. She mainly did it from jerking them out the wrong way. But she blamed it on the cart and tried to sue the grocery store, but it didn't work out for her because they had her on video. And now she's fighting CPS.
Wow.
Well, because when you're in court and the judge is looking at you yanking your kid out of a buggy like you're pissed off at the world and snap its leg and you're being careless, he automatically turns you into Child Protection Service.
Yep.
That's their job. Even at a hospital, if a kid comes in there with certain injuries, they have to report you. Because if they don't and it gets found out, they lose their job, their career, and everything. So they'll report you in a heartbeat. Yeah, she's got a kin that's going through that now. One of her older girls were carrying the little baby girl, and she tripped with her. And when she fell, her knee went into the back of the leg of the baby and broke it. Not broke it all the way, but a hairline, fracture. I can imagine the shit she's going through right now with CPS because they had to put a cast on that little baby girl. She probably had to deal with them assholes.
Yeah, I had to deal with CPS when my daughter was a baby because she was a preemie.
Yeah.
So she was really small. I mean, when she was a year old, she weighed 14 pounds.
Ooh, yeah, that's a preemie.
I mean, she was 1.5 pounds to start with, so she was little.
Yeah.
But when we took her home, when she was 3 months old, we took her home from the hospital. She would have spells where she would turn blue.
Right.
And she would stop breathing. And I took her to her doctor, and he did not take me seriously. And so I went over his head.
Yeah, pissed him off.
He got pissed off, turned me into CPS and said that I had Munchausen by proxy syndrome and that I was causing her to turn blue.
Wow.
And so it turned into a big old mess. They had me at Children's Hospital with cameras on her so that if I did anything to her, that they could see it. So yeah, it was crazy. I mean, the CPS ended up dropping the case and
yeah. Oh yeah. But it's just a hassle you gotta go through because man, they treat you like shit. When they first come to you, they think you're dirt. That's how they treat you too.
For a year, they had all of her therapists coming out to the house.
Yeah.
And I thought, hey, what the hell? Then I don't have to spend the gas money.
Yeah, ain't costing me nothing. Yeah. I had them called on me one time. The funny thing is, the first day they come over, I knew they were coming because a friend of mine worked down there and he called me and told me that the lady was on her way. Before she got to my house, I had my oldest daughter. She was about 15 at the time. You know, I had one of them rebellious 15-year-olds. I had her suitcases at the door.
Wow.
Woman walked in and I was like, here you go. She goes, well, I just come to interview. And I'm like, oh, hell no. Y'all think y'all can do better? Go right ahead. Lady was at my house for 5 minutes and left. The next thing, I get a letter saying the case has been dropped, reviewed and dropped. Because, you know, I was at my end because I did everything with that girl but beat her like a grown man, you know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
was like, here, Merry Christmas. I'll send you a Christmas card. The lady, her eyes were like, oh, I just come to talk. I said, oh, hell no, you leaving with her. Yeah.
When my son was about 2 months old, we had a CPS worker show up at our house. Our landlord was trying to get us to move out, and
Oh, he was trying to make it miserable hell for you.
yeah, so they reported us to CPS, and one of the things that they said was that the baby was crawling around eating spoiled food off the floor. The baby was 2 months old and couldn't even roll over, let alone crawl.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Wow.
And I mean, there was just so much crap on there, and the social worker looked around and was like, this is obviously bogus. I'm not even gonna, you know, you don't have to worry about it. And I mean, I got a letter within a week saying it had been dropped.
Yeah.
But it was crazy because when they came out for my daughter, it was the same worker, and he just looked at me and I'm like, oh my God, not again.
You again? Yeah. Oh, I know. And see, you know, and I tell people we need shit like that, but it gets abused so much, it makes it worthless. Because the shit they should be doing, they're tied up with all the little shit, and the real problems get overlooked, and the kids get hurt. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
Talking about man.
Well, yeah. Well, it's not that. She was also artistic. Talk. Not artistic, but
Autistic?
no, she wasn't artistic. Asperger.
Okay. Form of autism.
Yeah, it's a form of autism, but Asperger. Yeah. Yeah, she was hyper and she was anemic, and she's one of them little kids. If she bumped the coffee table, it looked like a fucking mule kicked her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, she bruised real easy. And the doctor even had to go and say, look, you dumbasses, this kid has this, 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 and this. She can fucking just normally, a door that would normally hit you in the backside will bruise her, you know. You could flicker like you would just normally would walk up behind me and flicker, and she'd have one of them bruises with a little green hill.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing was, she was so hyper and playful. Yeah. Put it this way, if you took her to a park, you'd have to go there 2 days before and tape foam on every bar. Because she bounced off of it. Bruce. Oh, really? Yeah. It happens, brother. Yep. It happens.
My best friend out in Washington used to be Don, DAWN. Now he is DON, Don.
Yeah. wants to be called Zoe. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it happens, man. It's like I told my second older daughter, that's your goal. That's on you. Just no, I told her don't expect everybody to accept it. I said a lot of people let it slide, but don't ask them how they feel about it.
Yeah.
Well, I tell them what you do is what you do. Just don't try to force it on me or tell me to expect it to be normal. It's not happening. I basically tell them if you don't want the truth, don't ask. Just like I tell religious people, I have no beef about what you believe in. Just don't force it on me. Because I'm a firm believer everybody needs to find God in their own way.
Yep.
Because not your way doesn't work for everybody. I had to take a bullet to the head to find my God. Yeah. Your attitude in life changes real bad when you come, walking hand to hand with a green rig. Especially the fact I have a neurologist. You can ask her. Every time he sees me, he still cries. Because all in all, he said I shouldn't be walking. More or less talking and living. And he was an atheist, and now he has thoughts. He told me that. He said, well, I'm an atheist. But he said, I'm beginning to wonder. He said, because he's been in the medical field for 30 years, and he's seen shit he just can't, the medical field can't explain.
Mm-hmm.
So, But, I always tell people, the human body will do some amazing shit if you let it do it. But you got to be able to take the little bit of pain and the fever that comes along with it. So put it this way, I've never had a flu shot in my life. I refuse to. I got rolled up for not taking them. I even told Uncle Sam to kiss my ass. Now, malaria shots and shit like that, yeah, because I traveled all over the place. Yeah, I took the malaria shots and shit, but that's a given. Yellow fever is nothing to fuck with. Yeah. But the main thing I tell people when you travel a lot, don't drink the local water.
Yep.
And it's not that it's bad. I mean, you can go from South America to North America and get sick off just the water alone because each water has different parasites in it.
Yep.
Not saying the parasites are bad. It's just like where Susan lives, she's used to her water there. But if I came up here and started drinking it like I drink my water down here, I get sick, stomach virus, diarrhea, and everything else.
Oh, hell, I drink bottled water. The well water here sucks.
But I'm just saying, if you had to drink it, it wouldn't bother. Yeah. Just the same thing with people that eat raw meat and get sick. But I sit in the kitchen, I take raw hamburger meat from the store, roll it up in salt and pepper, and eat it. And I've never got sick. The first time she tried it, she got sicker than a dog. Her system wasn't used to the parasites in the meat, I grew up on a farm where we butchered our own shit, So we take chunks of sliced of meat and chewed on it, to see how tender it was. Just,
That's got to be a bit to take in, Mike. I imagine that's got to be a bit to take in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's hard. I mean, I had a daughter, but I told her I love her no matter what. She's still my daughter. But I told her no matter what she chose, she was still my daughter. Of course, she didn't go off the deep end wanting to be called a man. She's a woman that likes women. So. I told everybody she got that naturally from her daddy. Okay. You know, having a gay daughter is kind of, how you say, not the end of the world.
Yeah.
When you, well, hey, we got something in common. He lives in Montana. Whoo! Well, that's gonna be rough on him, or her, or him, whatever. Yeah. I know there's parts of Montana that's changed, but there's still parts of Montana that hasn't changed.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's rough. We had a few that lived here, but they didn't last long. They found out that the swamps is not a place to be a transgender. Because you ain't just got rednecks in these parts. You got Creole to deal with. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I said. There's parts of it has changed. He's close to Oregon. Yeah. Yeah, we used to have a few down the road here, but they found out it wasn't just the so-called what they call rednecks they had to worry about. They had to worry about the Creoles too. Native Indians here don't like that shit either. They'll sick a medicine man on you thinking you're sick.
I think my dogs were barking at your dogs, but they were thought it was outside, so
yeah, they ran out to go see what it was.
yeah.
Yeah, that's Marley. She hears another dog, even on the computer. She starts growling. Oh yeah, that's what I said. That's how I said earlier. If big dogs had the attitude as a little ankle biter, they'd be dangerous.
Oh, it was a cat.
Yeah, because I know big dogs wouldn't even fool with a big cat, but she goes out there, cat's twice her size, and she tries to chase. Well, I love when the cat turns around and whacks him one good time, and then it's. Be like, oh, I thought you was bad, eh? Oh, you terrorizing that poor kitty. You terrorizing that poor kitty. What'd that kitty do to you? Don't hide your face. What'd that poor kitty do to you? What I thought. That poor kitty ain't done nothing to you. Why you gonna go? Well, why you gonna go wrestle the kitty for? That cat ain't done you nothing. Nope.
We used to have a bad problem with stray cats around here, and dogs that we had before. You would say, "Get the kitty, open the door," and they would be out the door like a streak, chasing whatever cat was on our garbage can or whatever, and chasing out of the yard.
My problem is I can't do that with my dogs because right across the road on the other side is a woman. Been knowing her for, put it this way, she's been living out here as long as I can remember, since I was 12. She has about 28 cats.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. Yep. And I got one dog here, Beanie, the male. He hates cats. He hates cats with a passion. That's why I have to make sure they're in the back fence part of the property. Because they get out to the front anywhere, it's straight across the street.
Wow.
And the fur and the dogs start screaming and the fur's flying.
Yeah.
Then one of the big ones will gang up on him and you hear him run across back the road with his tail tugged going. Miss Betty will be out there, talking ain't never gonna get you, dog. Because when he first gets over there, he spots 2 or 3 of them. He thinks he's got it made. Next thing you know, he's got 10 of them on his ass. And they will. They gang up. There'll be 8 or 9 on that one dog, and he'd be hauling ass. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Beanie, the Yorkie. Yeah. That Yorkie does not like cats. I mean, I guess he got hurt by one when he was little or something, but even as old as he is now, he ain't got many teeth left, but he'll try to eat them like he's got a mouthful of choppers. Cat be looking at him like, damn, you massaging or biting, dude? Now this one trying to take suit from him. But usually her, she get one swat and she's running. She don't want to deal with them Freddy Krueger calls. Oh, I ain't dealing with no Freddy Krueger. Huh. Brat. You a brat? Mama said you're a brat. Mama said you're a brat. Are you a brat? Mark, you a brat? No. Oh, really? I heard that. You're going to sit right here and just fart on me. Ooh, dog. Go, 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 go. Woo! Don't do that again. Don't do that again. No, don't do that again.
Like, how did you turn food into that, right?
Yeah.
I need to go out.
What's that? What's that? Come on. I'll let you out. Come on. I'll let you out. Come on. Oh, mercy. Hang on. Get more tea. Where's everybody else at? They all hiding? Oh, yeah, it's 5:16 here. It ought to be up. That was fast. Yeah, I need to go find me a local welding shop somewhere.
I ain't well by tomorrow. Getting a shot.
All right.
Shot of what?
I don't know. She don't never give her body enough time to fight anything. Half the time they tell her we're not gonna give you nothing for it. Ain't like they used to be. Used to you go in there with the sniffles and they say, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Now they'll tell you, ma'am, best thing you do is go get you some NyQuil and go lay down in the bed. Let it run its course. Yeah, but they're not gonna give you antibiotics for just in the regular and cutting back on all that shit. That's the problem with people. Letting their body get used to too many other your body gets immune to it. Oh, well.
Oh yeah, if it's going into your ear, you probably need antibiotics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she just told me it was going in her ear. I said, well, yeah. And then they'll give you one for that.
I deal with ear infections a lot, so
Yeah. Well, I think what happened to her, she got an upper sinus, it's an upper infection
mhm.
draining into the back of her ear canal. So,
Yeah, that's how I get them.
what's
I've
that?
had 3 sinus surgeries.
Yeah.
The first sinus surgery that I had, they actually reconstructed my eustachian tubes so that they would slant down to the right direction and drain correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't had as many problems with ear infections since then, but
Yeah. I used to mess with my kids when they got a little older. They were taking biology and they were learning shit. And they were like, Dad, did you know your nose and your ears drain in the back of your throat? And I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, how you think your body gets rid of that shit? They're like, we're eating our earwax and our nose boogers. And I'm like, well, in a sense, yeah. It's funny how people don't realize what goes on in their own body until they find out. They're like, hey, I said, you've been doing it since you was born. I said, why do you think they got people that can drink milk and hold their nose and squirt it out their eye? You even have tear ducts that drain in the back of there. Yeah.
hey, super.
Hey, super. We was talking about that a couple of days ago, man. People need to get involved in schooling. These kids are not being educated at all.
Yeah.
We had 300 kids within the general area graduate from high school. They called in 100 of them to take a SAB test, which is basically, a basic test. Guess how many out of that 100 passed?
Less than 50.
30.
Damn.
Yeah, 30 of them passed. But yet they all just graduated.
Wow.
Yeah. And 12 of them was going to go to the military, but they can't. Because the military gives you the SAB test.
Yep.
And they do it to see where to place you, if you're going to work in the motor pool, if you're going to be a gunman or a grunt or a pilot, or electrician or a mechanic. Yeah. Yeah. Because 2 of them hadn't planned for nothing because they figured they were going to go just join the military and get further their education to the military, and they couldn't even get in. Now they have no backup because the courses they took now don't amount to a pile of beans.
Yep.
Especially this gender equality bullshit. Anybody taking that, you're fucking yourself. I'm going to let you know that right now. There ain't a corporation that needs any of that. Yeah. Yeah. Unless you're going to be an underpaid social justice warrior all your life. Yeah. Trust me, I got a nephew that just graduated college. Can't even get a job. And he owes $620,000 in student loans.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, he stayed in college for 12 years.
Wow. What for?
Don't know because he can't. Every degree he's got's worthless.
Wow.
I said, well, Democrats push that shit on you. Maybe you need to go get a job with them. Well, I mean, yeah. Now he's going to trade school. He's going to a trade school after 12 years of college. Just,
Wow.
just so he can get a job. Yeah.
Yep.
And 620,000. You know how long it's going to take him to pay 620,000? He's never going to pay.
Yeah.
Not unless he just lands that, miracle wonder job there.
And he won't go into trade school.
Nope. Well, no, he's just going to trade school for 6 months so he can get a job local and actually make money, But 6 months after you graduate, they start taking that money back for them student loans.
Yep.
Yep. So I told him, you better hurry up and get to work because as soon as he gets out of trade school and starts working, they already going to be garnishing his check.
Yep.
And the reason he found out because they already told him this year of course he ain't working and it really don't matter that he wouldn't be getting his income tax. Because they take that too.
Oh yeah.
They take it on.
My ex-husband owed a bunch for student loans, and
Now he did get some of it forgiven, but not a lot of it.
yeah, we didn't get income tax back for years because of the student loans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because someone told him to file bankruptcy. I said that doesn't work for student loans. Student loans and back taxes does not count under bankruptcy. No. You cannot put it on bankruptcy. He found that out the hard way because he called a couple lawyers and I think one laughed at him. But he's got a handful of degrees though. But some of them you read, I didn't even know what the fuck they were. I had to research to see what the degree even was for. And to me, from what I can figure, it don't mean shit in the real world.
Maybe he needs to get a teaching degree so he can go teach all of this stuff that he learned.
So he can brainwash more of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's why I told him he needs to go back to the people that brainwashed him and work with them. Yeah. So maybe you get lucky and get a professor deal at a college somewhere. Yeah. I know the trade school here blew up because all this college shit that was going on. Parents are pulling their kids out of the colleges and putting them in trade school. The technical school here had to expand. They had to buy property and expand their buildings because they were getting so many students.
Yeah.
Because parents are refusing to pay a college to brainwash their kids, So they're putting them in trade schools or was that grad school, grad college and all that. Yeah, like Prager, I can't even say their name. Prager. Yeah. I can't say nothing. I did the same. I had two that were in college. They quit on their own because they even told me, Dad, all they're trying to do is brainwash us. That's bad when your own kids come to you and tell you their school's trying to brainwash them.
Yeah.
They didn't want to be around the professors anymore. So that, and every time they had an opinion and it didn't agree with the professors and the majority of the group, then they got outcasted. That's all right. Swella Tech was more than happy to take their money. And they don't allow that shit. They had one teacher there that kept trying to push her political agenda in class, and they fired her. It didn't help that two of the kids recorded her.
That would be cool, Super.
Oh yeah, English teacher in Japan. Oh hell yeah. That way you can learn their language. Well, you have to learn their language to be able to teach them English. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Even her sister went 8 years of college. She can't even use it. Not in real life. Yeah. But that's just sad. You know how much money in 8 years he spent out of college? A lot of money to get out and have a piece of paper that nobody will give you a job for.
Yeah.
And that's what burns me the most. They brainwash these kids, and then when they get to real life, they don't know how to act because real life puts a foot in their ass. You know, that's why you got all these kids going ape shit because they're all out there. They can't even get a job because the degrees they got ain't even worth the paper to wipe their ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do? They rebel. What happened in the 60s? You know, people think this is something new. It's happened several times. I mean, hell, we had a civil war over it. And then in the 60s, you had the Vietnam people and the vets, and then you had the hippies or the flower children or whatever the hell you want to call them. That's why I tell people it'll come and it'll go. It always has. Yeah, my uncle said when he came back home from Vietnam, he got spit on when he was getting off the airport.
Yeah, I've got one of my friends, her dad was in Vietnam, and same thing happened to him coming home.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, the same chick that was spitting on them, they ended up being married and having 8, 9 kids with them.
Wow.
Yeah. My mom was a flower child, and my dad was a Vietnam vet. So, yeah. You need to go. Knocking my shit over. Go, Kennel. Don't give me that sad look. You did it.
Quit.
You didn't read my comment.
Yeah, I did. I told you today you said I do. You was a fuck.
Daddy home.
How long have you two been married?
Huh?
How long have you two been married?
Since June of 16? Yeah, just barely 3 years.
Oh, okay.
But I've been knowing her since she was 17. I was 16. See, we were boyfriend girlfriend way back in the days. You know?
Almost 4.
Well, almost 4. Okay, my memory's fucked. So yeah, almost 4 years. We got married June 1st. So, but anyway, we've been knowing each other for a long time. We was boyfriend and girlfriend, and we went our own way for 20-something years, and then we ended up back together.
That's kind of what happened with Ken and I. We were middle school sweethearts, and
yep,
then got separated, and
yeah, that's pretty much our story. Then the woman I was married to for the longest, she passed away in 2012. And then I came down here in 2013 because my sister was doing bad, and then we met up again. She just went through a nasty separation, a divorce. How long was you married him? 9 years? 10 years? But yeah, she was in an abusive marriage, so according to her. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there. So.
Hey, Muggsy.
Well, I guess so. You're making alcohol wash. It's gonna smell like a brewery. Now you know the terminology of Jesus turning water into wine. Of course, according to the Bible, he did it in the blink of an eye, but you know, their concept of time and our concept of time are two different things. You'd be surprised how many people take wine and they like, no, you can't. I'm like, yeah, you can. Well, you need sugar and yeast. Oh.
Well, I wasn't married, but I was in a bad relationship for 9 years before I moved to South Dakota
Yeah.
and got together with Ken.
Well, no, I came down here basically because my sister wasn't doing good. She died a year after I got here. And I tried to die in 2016.
Well, I'm glad that didn't work.
Third time. I guess third time's the charm. I don't know. I ain't going to push it for the fourth. That's why I tell my kids, this is my third trip walking on the other side. It's, you know, it's a lovely trip, but yeah, I don't suggest to plan it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Donna, that would make my final decision.
Yeah. Well, actually, I wouldn't have let it got that far. That's just me, though. Motherfucker even look like he grabbing a gun. He gonna eat that son of a bitch. I still remember that guy at the Conoco station. That was funny as shit. I pulled my gun off my hip, cocked it, chambered it, and then handed it to him. He took my bluff because he dropped the gun and ran. She was like, "What the hell was that about?" I said, "I don't know. Apparently, he didn't have no heart. I don't know if he was just scared or if he just figured this motherfucker's crazy." Of course, I always pick with her. I still got a get out of jail crazy card. but that's trying to make something work and being beat is not trying.
Well, he talked to it.
Yeah. No one should try to make someone that's beating the fuck out of them work out, period. Even as a man, the first time you raised your hand and struck out at me out of anger, I'd be gone. That's just me, though. I figure if you got hanging around, hit on each other, it ain't worth being together. Oh. I can tell somebody I love them without a 2x4. Or as my granddaddy would say, there's gentler ways to say I love you. Oh. Coffee time.
Fine, cold, I know.
Super, there's the link.
Woo. Must be having trouble getting on or something. Or like Wolfie had to go put her makeup on.
And I don't know any other way other than putting it in the chat. I don't know how to get to the green room and
No, even if she's on the phone, all she got to do. Hey, Super, if you're having trouble, when you click on that and it goes to the deal, don't hit the camera icon, hit Susan's icon. So if you're on a phone, that's the only way it's going to work. A lot of people don't know that. When a PC sends it to a phone, if you click on the join, then you look up at the top, you should see her icon and my icon, the pictures, in the little circles. Click Susan because she's the host, and it should automatically bring you there. Or hit the 3 little tabs and make sure you're in desktop mode. I don't know why they make it so damn difficult.
yeah, I'm wondering how Shannon's doing too.
There you are. Yeah, I was going to tell you where I go. You might as well get on panel. That way, at least you can hear us and still waiting 10 minutes to hear us.
Yeah, that's why I got on.
Because me and you, Susan, be talking, and 10 minutes later, I hear it from her headphone. One of them, damn, do I sound like that on overline? What the hell?
Yeah, when I'm back in the bedroom and Ken's out here on the computer, I always have to remember to turn the volume down on my phone before I come out and talk to him. 'Cause there's a hell of a delay.
Get that nice feedback. Yeah. Yeah, I used to have people when they meet me in person, they like, you don't sound like you do over the phone. I'm like, what do you mean? They said, over the phone, you sound like a country hick.
You do.
Yeah. Well, that's like Jerry come back here that day. I was in the back of the shop singing, and I was singing a Dean Martin song. He came out there to see who the hell was singing, And when he seen it was me, he goes, "Holy shit, that was you singing like that?" He said, "How the hell do you talk like you do and then sing like you do?" I said, "I don't know." I said, "Hell, look at Mill Tellis. He used to stutter his ass off, but he could sing a song without missing a lick."
Anthony, can you please explain again to Super how to get in on the phone? Because I don't know how to do it.
Super. When you first click on the link, you should see 3 dots. Click on those dots and go and scroll down to where it says desktop. And then hit the join. Well, it should automatically bring you there. Muggsy could explain it better than I do because Muggsy deals with it. Muggsy's the pro on the phone deal. Everything I do is PC wise, so. But I know, and if that don't work, I know like on my phone, I click on the link in the side chat, go to it, click on it, and then I go up to the top where it shows my icon and whoever's on the panel, and you click on Susan because she's the host. But if it's sending you to an app store, that means you don't have Hangouts downloaded.
You're doing something wrong.
Yeah, you're doing something wrong. Hang on, let me see something.
I have that problem with mine when I try to get on. I have Hangouts, but it sends me to the App Store anyway.
Yeah. Let's see. Hang on. Wait a minute. Let me try something here. Since I can get in the green room. Super. Was Super in there? Yeah, Super was in there. Super. Go to the last. I don't know if you can get to the green room because you're in the green room. I'm going to post it in the last deal you was in.
It'll pop up on her end.
Yeah, it should pop up on your end. The last chat room you was in with the panel with Mike and Ken and all them. I just sent you a link. So I'm sitting here, remember, hell, I can go to the green room. But you think the software programs would get together on this shit and not make it so fucking complicated.
Yeah.
There's Muggsy.
Hey, Muggsy.
Hey, what's going on?
Trying to get Super on. She's having those, PC to phone issues.
Yeah, I do too sometimes.
But I told her to go to the last chat in the green room where she was at because I posted it in there. So that should help her.
I clicked on it. I was just about fixing to be up on panel, and then all of a sudden I seen that other link, and I went ahead and clicked it, and it brought me right up.
Oh, the one I put in the green room?
Yep.
Yeah. Super was in that green room too, so if she can go to the last panel where it was all together, she should be able to just click on it.
Yeah.
If she knows how to get to the green room. No Chevy dude later. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a guy here in DeRidder got a PT Cruiser for sale for $250.
I still wouldn't pay that for it.
Only thing wrong with it is timing.
So,
Yeah. I thought about fixing it and reselling it.
There's
Yeah,
Super.
there we go.
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
Not much. Drinking coffee, trying to get rid of a headache. That's about it.
Thank you, Mugsy.
Anthony, thanks for posting that link.
No, that's no
Oh.
problem.
Thank you, Anthony.
No problem. Yeah, I was sitting here thinking, I said, hell, I can get in the green room where she was at last and post it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have a bit more learning to do on these things, but
Go ahead, Dad.
Yeah, my phone, it sends me to the App Store. Like, if I click on the link, it sends me to the App Store.
Someone's
Whenever you're on that app store, at the top right, it's got the three dots on your phone. You
Yeah.
can click that and scroll down, and it says desktop site. You check it, and it'll load up Hangouts.
Boy.
But let me tell y'all this though, as soon as you figure it out, they'll change it.
Yep.
I swear, technology exhilarates me. It just like frustrates me. It's just
Took
That's
me a week to figure that little trick out.
That's why Ken don't call it a computer, he calls it a confuser.
I remember the first time he said something about a confuser, I thought he was talking about a real thing. I was like, what the hell is that? Something new?
Well,
So what's everyone up to?
He said my confuser ain't working properly, and I'm like, huh?
Huh?
not much, Super.
Mhm.
Just hanging out, chit chat. Yeah. That's like when I used to work. I used to tell the guys, because I was going to trade school at night to learn electronics and stuff, and they're all, "Why are you doing that?" And I was like, all this new fancy equipment making your job easier and easier. Sooner or later, it's going to replace you unless you know how to operate it and work on it. You're going to be obsolete.
Right.
Well, they laughed at me because I kept going at one school after another getting my degree. And as soon as they got all that equipment put in that warehouse, guess what happened?
They got fired.
They got laid off.
Yeah, laid off.
They kept me and two other guys because I talked them into going to school with me, learning how to work on them. And we basically kept on as maintenance.
Mugsy, Susan, Donna, you remember the live stream that you guys were in with me on my channel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The troll, King of Sunshine,
Mm-hmm.
he recorded that live stream, part of it, when he came in, and he recorded it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So,
Recorded it for what?
I don't know. He's just being a troll.
If he does that too many times, the other people's streams reporting for no reason, they'll shut him down.
Yeah.
He recording a lot of streams, like Papa Grizz's, and he was doing a lot of live streams.
So basically,
if you take a look at his live stream and his channel, you see that he has a lot of people's live streams on there. Yep.
So you're trying to say he's one of these got nothing better to do but being butthurt?
Hi, Dave.
Hello, Dave.
Dang, it's cold out there. The winter weather is here for a week.
You?
My phone just went off and told me that today is the day that Ken and I started dating, and that would have been back in 2010.
Wow.
Ah. Congratulations.
Maybe.
We've been married just over 7 years.
That's cool. Yeah, like I said, me and her is just going on 4 years, but we've been knowing each other since 16 and 17. So Old high school sweeties.
Mhm.
Yeah, listen at her. You say that. Are you trying to say I'm special?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. No,
Oh, that's adorable.
well, that's what I said. That'll work. I'll take that one. One for me.
I have to plug my phone in before it dies. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. There we go.
Yeah, a lot of times she'll tell me I love you. I said, no, you don't. You're just after my body.
I hate to bring this to you, but no.
Yeah, I get the same answer. No.
Always jokes that I'm after this big mansion. We live in a little single wide trailer.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know what they used to say about them boys. They'll tell you anything to steal your sugar.
Oh, man.
My grandma used to tell the girls, "Now watch them boys. They'll tell you anything to get that little bit of sugar. Once it's gone, it's gone."
Oh, wow.
But she says a lot. There's a lot of truth in it, though. Yep. They'll promise you a mansion and stick you in a single one. Of course, I tell someone, well, it could have been worse. Could have been a mansion they promised you and stuck you in a tent in their mama's backyard. You have to hear
Adorable.
your mother-in-law every morning. Clean your shit out of my yard.
I said get your shit out of my yard.
Exactly. All right. You scare me, Super. You said that too good.
I said get your son of a bitch out of my yard.
What do you think, Steve?
I'm sorry. No, I'm eating grass.
Oh, trust me, I have a funny story with that one. I was doing this thing with the 99, which is a program for Christians where they go around with this big tent and they do these like side, like, I don't know, like these side, explain this, like action theater things.
Yeah.
Like what would happen if you don't like repent or something like that. And what would happen if you do things like get drunk and drive and stuff like that. And
Right.
if you do drugs and stuff. And I happen to be playing like one of the drugged out old ladies.
Yeah.
And like they put like these fake makeup stuff to where I look like I have scars and stuff and I look like an old lady.
Yeah.
And I did the old lady voice like, get out of my house
Yeah.
all night. To the point where my voice started cracking.
Yeah.
And then the next night, I was playing one of the people trapped in hell. And all night I was screaming at the top of my lungs. You know, that's what you have to do when you're playing one of the people.
Yeah.
And I ruined my voice for like a whole week.
Yeah.
Like the whole week I fucked up my voice.
Yeah, it can be done. Singers do it all the time. Yep. It's called blowing out your voice cord. And sometimes you'll do it bad enough it'll actually change your voice permanently. Hey, there's Shannon. Hey, Shannon.
How you
Get
doing,
up.
Shannon?
Get up here, woman.
Yeah, hop up on panel.
Mhm. Hey, Shannon. Hey, beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I completely ruined my voice for the whole week. Like, my voice was gone. Completely gone.
So you're lucky you got it back like it was. A
Yeah.
friend of mine was a singer, and he was actually a good singer, but he wanted to sing. He wanted to sing more of the heavy metal songs like Rob Zombie and them do. So he's trained to do that. I call it the demon growl. You know what I'm talking about?
The what?
And he screwed his voice up, and when it came back, it still stayed like like it was messed up. Now he can't even sing his regular music because his voice is completely just rasped, completely rasped out. I told him what he's got to do to start singing old country songs. He'd be good at that.
Uh,
But his voice, when it came back, it was permanently changed.
yeah, like, I used to. I'm looking at what Donna said. What the fuck, super LOL.
Oh, she's talking about a while ago when you hollered out like grandma.
Oh. I said the inside picture of my
Oh God, me and my wife hear that catty corner across the street about every other weekend.
yard.
Got an old woman. It's her house, but all her daughter, her husband, her two kids, and one of her kids got pregnant, and has two kids, and they're all living off the old woman.
Yeah.
And she's about had it. You know what I'm talking about? She's about had it up to here. So
I used to be able to hit some of the soprano notes,
yeah,
but now I'm not able to.
well, it's because your voice changed. Yeah,
No, it was because after I did that, it was like,
yeah,
dude,
yeah. Well, that's what I said. A lot of times it'll heal, but it won't heal like it was. Your voice is totally, yeah.
yeah, after I did that thing, it killed some of my throat, hurt my throat afterwards.
That's like my little nephew. He's 12.
Like right now, you can hear it in my throat. It kind of messed with my throat after I did that.
Yeah, yeah, I can hear it rasping. Yeah, but no, my 12-year-old nephew, he used to sing in the choir, and he used to do that Angelica high pitched, songs. And he went through puberty, and his voice went from a high pitch to a baritone. It's funny because he's 13 now. When he talks, he sounds like he's a 30-year-old man. Because hey, what are you doing? When he used to be, hey y'all. Yeah. His mama can't even get used to it because when she hollers for him and he hollers back, she thinks a grown man's in the house. He's only 13. She says she'll holler for him. She's used to that little angel voice saying, I'm coming, mama. Now I'm coming.
Yeah, I think after the stream, I may have to go and get some tea. Yeah,
Yeah,
my throat's bothering me now.
yeah.
Shouldn't have done that. Stupid me. Why did I do that? Anyways, I was working on that fan fiction that I was talking about on my channel the one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do write fan fiction, so
Okay.
I write fan fiction, and I'm working on this big one about Harry Potter, and I'm adding like my favorite anime characters. So
Cool.
I have to put the right characters in the right places. So
Yeah.
that's gonna be fun.
Always is.
My best friend's husband reads Harry Potter fan fiction nonstop.
Yeah. Oh, mercy.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh, mercy.
how's everyone's day going?
Pretty much over now.
Yeah, look at it out there.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Same here. Yep.
Yeah.
Unless you're in California, it's dark.
You reminded me I gotta shut my plant light off.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Really? Oh, I'll let the dogs out.
Ain't happy about something.
Luke, did you let the dogs out?
Yeah, but that's not our dogs.
No, that's our dog. Can you let them in?
That's that's the neighbor's dog barking.
No, our dogs are barking at them. Can you let them in? Thank you. Yeah, our neighbor has dogs too that they like to leave out pretty much all day
Yeah.
and all night.
Yay.
Why have dogs if you're gonna do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially in the cold.
Did she? I didn't get an alert. Oh, yeah, I did. This ain't on the right page. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
In the
Shannon.
We'll be right back.
But yeah, they like to leave their dogs out all day and all night, especially in the winter when it's freezing.
Can you call the Humane Society on them?
Trust me, they have, but unless the dog had nothing to shelter them in, there's nothing that they can do.
Oh wow.
And the dog had food, and they have that little doghouse thing in the back.
Wow.
So,
How cold does it get where you're at?
really cold.
Well, what's really cold? Because I live in South Dakota, so I know what really cold is.
Let me think.
Are we talking below freezing?
Below freezing.
Hey, Jewish redneck rubbers.
Hello, Juice.
Good mood, right?
Yeah, boy.
That's a low freezing. Trust me.
All right, fruit pig.
Oh, big. What up? Howdy, fruit pig.
I'm hungry. I just don't know for what.
I'm having that same problem, Anthony.
Eh. Well, my problem is what I'm hungry for, I don't have any, so don't do me no good to be hungry for it.
Yeah.
I'm doing good, fruit pig. How are you doing? Fruit pig, make sure to hit that like for
Susan.
Susan. I'm sorry, sweetie. It's just I'm new to your channel.
Oh, that's okay. It's not like I have my actual name on it, so
But yes, please hit the thumbs up for Susan and please sub to her channel. Let me get this.
I want chips and I want a cigarette, and I don't have any chips, and I'm not letting myself have a cigarette. So
Yes, vote for Mugsy for president.
Well, see what you gotta do. You gotta call Kenny Poo up and say, Kenny, if you love me, you bring me a bag of chips home.
Vote for Mugsy for president. Yes.
I mean,
vote for
I'll be asleep though, so it won't do me any good.
Oh, that's right, because he don't get off till yeah. Well, shit. Well, that went out the window.
Yes, Jewish redneck. You can be vice president.
Oh Lord. Well, hell, if
Vice president.
Muggsy gonna be president, he's gonna be vice president. I want to be Secretary of State.
Okay. Okay, Anthony, you can be Secretary of State. Even though you don't actually get to eat steak.
No. But I get to tell the military, bomb them.
Oh my goodness.
Muggsy said bomb them. Oh Lord.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I know.
We're all doomed.
No. See, my bomb's gonna be full of grapes.
We're all doomed.
Can you imagine a bomb come down, go off, a bunch of grapes spill out at you?
All doomed. Everyone, we're all doomed. We are all doomed.
Yeah, but could you imagine your enemy's thought when a bomb goes off and fruit flies out of it? He'd be like,
Everyone, listen to me. Listen to me. We are all doomed. We are all doomed. Hide your children. Hide your wife. Anthony is after us all with bombs. We are all doomed.
grape bomb, yep. How about pancake and syrup bomb?
If Susan becomes president, wouldn't that make Ken the first lady?
Yeah.
Yes, it would, Mugsy.
Well, hey, just think about it. If Clinton, if she would have made it the president, that would have made Bill Clinton the first lady.
Fruitcake says, "Great bomb.
Oh, that would have been fun.
I will eat the grapes."
Well, see, that's
Okay.
what I'm saying. You can bomb them and feed them at the same time.
Yes.
And the bunker busters will put pancake and syrup.
Don't forget the peanut butter.
Okay, and some peanut butter chips. There we go.
Peanut butter, peanut butter, peanut butter.
We'll put little bags of peanut butter chips and chocolate chips. Your choice.
There you go.
We'll even throw a side bag of blueberries just in case you
And
like
that's
blueberries.
Africa. They need food.
Yep. Of course, I don't know the pancake and syrup thing. That could be a sticky situation.
Oh my goodness.
Takes me back to the conversation we were having about bouncing Betties. What would you fill a bouncing Betty with?
Chocolate chips.
Chocolate syrup.
Yeah, what's with chocolate syrup, chocolate chips, vanilla chocolate chips, peanut butter chips.
I think chocolate chips could be lethal though.
Well, we'll make it soft and chewy.
Oh my goodness. What are we even talking about?
Food bomb. Yeah, see, you can go to war and feed them all at the same time. See, what you do, you make them all big, and they don't want to fight. They just want to sleep.
I throw pennies at strippers. LOL. Muncie, you don't throw pennies at strippers. You
What?
throw quarters at them.
Oh, God.
They're more than pennies. You throw quarters at them. They're worth more than pennies. They're worth quarters. Remember that.
Now you know why you borrowed. Try to tell you that's not a coin slot.
Oh,
Well,
what the frig?
50-cent pieces would hurt too, depending on how good of an arm you had.
Right, Fruitbit?
Yeah.
Pennies can be dangerous. Muncie, you can't throw pennies at them. You gotta throw quarters. They're worth more than pennies. You're worth quarters.
Yeah, I could just see a strip club, someone there throwing pennies and quarters, they'd whoop your ass. Them women would stick them 3-inch heels in the back of your backside.
Remember that, Muncie. This is your lesson right here. I'm teaching you a lesson. Take notes, people. Strippers are worth more than pennies. They're worth quarters.
Donna, I want to watch that video too.
What can I say? I'm a cheap bastard. Can't afford to throw quarters. Muncie.
Well, Muggsy, when they say it's Lincoln Penny Night, that's not what they meant by bringing rows of pennies.
LOL, Muncie. I want to watch videotape of her slapping you silly throwing them pennies. LOL. Right, Donna?
When they said it was Lincoln Night, they meant Lincoln on the dollar bill, not on the penny. Yeah. Oh, Lord.
I have a lesson for you guys. Go
for it.
Bring out your notebooks and write this down. Lesson 1. You gotta make sure the stripper can actually handle getting the chain thrown at them.
Yeah.
Don't throw pennies at them, or they will slap you.
Yeah.
Make sure it's more than 10 cents, or they will slap you.
I don't know. If you throw pennies at a stripper and she starts picking them up, you might be in the wrong club. You might want to go uptown a little bit more.
Make sure if you can't afford $1, just throw quarters at them instead.
Well, You're going there with rolls of pennies.
Lessons with Super. There you go. The more you know.
Well,
Goodbye.
I look at this. If you got rolls of pennies, take 100 of them and go up there and get a dollar bill from the bartender.
Yeah.
It'll make the stripper much happier.
Yeah. They like money that folds, not jingle. Hard to hold a roll of pennies in your G-string. Drop the soap club. Yeah, if you're throwing pennies, you definitely have to drop the soap club.
Hold on, let me read the chat.
Yeah.
Do strippers take checks? I'm pretty sure they will.
Yeah. Yeah, what are you talking about? They probably
They
got
will just throw the pennies back. They'll come back the next day, throw them back again. LOL. Ken is probably laughing his ass off. LOL. LOL, Muzzy. Fruit Pig, I'm sure if it's worth their bang, I'm sure they would take checks. LOL. Drop the soap club. Perfect. What? Maybe the pink check green. LOL. What?
She's saying paint the check green. That way they think it's a bill.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. My luck,
Okay.
the stripper would have a machine like Walmart, run it through it and hand it right back to you. Tell you it's no good.
Oh boy.
Sir, this has been denied. You're gonna have to get up and leave.
Lesson 3. Make
Yeah.
sure you have your phone on so you can check your account.
Yep,
If you
yep.
have a credit card.
Check your account before you hand the check over.
I will
Make sure to know how much you have in your account before you hand the credit card to the stripper. Lesson 4.
Well, y'all all know how long Walmart's been using those machines where they run the check right then and there and hand it to you, right?
Yep.
I was actually behind a woman last night that was trying to write a check 2 days before she got paid.
High tech stripper.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh, you'd be surprised, man. In Houston, I used to do maintenance on Gentlemen's Club, and most of the strippers and stuff had those little deals that went on the end of the phone where they could run a credit card. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. You say high-tech strippers, you said a mouthful because they have them. They'll sit there and go top of their phone and say, "Yep, you good." Yep. Yeah.
LOL, my niece's one. What?
Yeah, she's got a niece that's a stripper.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah. I see
The
why.
only check I'll be doing is checking for crabs when I leave. Mugsy! Niece-in-law.
It's still your niece. You married your nephew. Oh.
And then Fruit Pig put crabs.
No, Muggsy, don't check for crabs. It's not the ones you.
You gotta check for crabs. It might be best not to be in there. Yeah, Mugsy. If you have to check, it's not best to be in that club. So, yeah. The more you know. When did we start talking about strippers?
I'm not sure. It just kind of morphed into that.
I don't know. When Muzzy came in.
That figures.
Oh boy. Things are the size. Oh, alright, my laptop just went off. Those things are the size of one that came from Walmart too. I'm not Muzzy, I'm gonna hit you in the head. Muzzy, put your head up to the phone so I can just smack you. I'm smacking you on the head right now. I'm just talking so that my picture will show up on the screen so that I can smack you. Remind me to never let Muggsy in. LOL. I'll remind you, Donna.
He'll have his crabs on a leash if they're that big.
With quarters? No, I'm not smacking you with quarters. You don't deserve my quarters. Super beat me with styrofoam one time. Sorry, Fruitpig. I don't have my styrofoams with me right now. I can beat you with my laptop. Fruitpig, I can beat you with my laptop. Do you want me to beat you with my laptop, Fruitpig? I can beat you with my laptop.
Right now we're getting into BDSM. We've gone from crabs to BDSM.
No, Ella. Here, Fruitpig, I'll beat you with the pillow. There. Beating you with the pillow. Beat him Fruitpig with the pillow. There. Beating up Fruitpig with the pillow. There we go. There we go. Okay, Fruitpig, I'll go find the styrofoam. Hold on.
We went from strippers to crabs to, and apparently Muggsy has crabs that are big enough they need a leash. And now we're on BDSM, so I'm not sure how we degraded the conversation this far, Anthony.
I don't know. It's Mugsy's fault.
Here. Here you go, Fruitpig. Here, I got the styrofoam. Here. There. There you go, Fruitpig. I'm beating you with styrofoam. Just for you, Fruitpig. Beating you with styrofoam.
Now we're in bondage. Now we're in the bondage and beating.
There. Well, Fruitpig wants me to beat him with styrofoam, so.
Well, at least you didn't ask for feathers.
This is crazy. I got 2 pair of pants on, 2 t-shirts, a jacket, and I'm still cold. Is this like sex and bondage? LOL. Well, here's the story behind the whole styrofoam thing. And when I got my laptop, I did a live stream when I opened the laptop. And during the live stream, I was like, I'm going to beat you guys with the styrofoam. And I did this. So, and I hit my phone with the styrofoam. So. Did Fruit Pig leave?
Hmm?
Fruit Pig, did you leave? I'm sure if you left before I can do the whole styrofoam thing. Ah.
Nathan, I'm here.
Well, Fruit Pig, you're gonna get beaten with the styrofoam. There. Beating you with the styrofoam. There you go. I think you might knock her out.
Had to get the can water.
Well, Fruit Pig, I just hit you with styrofoam, so there. Bike helmet does not help your face from getting hit, I found out. No, not the styrofoam. Why do you ask for it, Fruit Pig? Don't ask for things you don't want. You got mad when I didn't bring out the styrofoam. Fruit Pig, don't ask for things you don't want. Yes, you were, guys. Did he not say beat me with the styrofoam?
I'd have to go look. I wasn't in here.
And then he got mad when I didn't beat him with the styrofoam. He said, Super, beat me with the styrofoam one time.
I wasn't trying to ask for it.
Yeah. And then when I said, I don't have the styrofoam with me.
No, he said that one time Super beat me with the styrofoam.
Yeah, I beat you with the styrofoam, so. So there you go. I beat you with the styrofoam. Don't ask for things you don't want.
Fruit Pig, apparently that's her trigger word, so don't mention that word no more. Uh-oh. What happens? Everybody vanished.
I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, yeah, you can. Yep, sure can. Lunchtime.
Hmm.
There she is. You
I
back?
am back. Sorry. My phone turned off.
Yeah, I was wondering because you just froze all of a sudden.
And my phone turned off.
Oh.
Anyways, miscommunication or not, you said super hit me with styrofoam, and I hit you with styrofoam. So, hey, can you lay a bunch of styrofoam down and make a good warm bed?
Yep.
No, I don't have enough styrofoam. I only have one. Sorry, Muzzy. Food Pig, I'm gonna hit you again. Bam. I'm gonna hit you with styrofoam again, Food Pig. Sorry, Donna. I'll stop. I didn't realize that. I'm sorry, Donna.
I should hold me over for 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah. My metabolism flies.
Huh. What are they barking about now? Oh my goodness.
That leaf in that lawn moved.
That's right. That next door neighbor's dog is just teasing my dogs.
It might be.
Their dog is just like, look at me, I'm barking. And my dogs are just like, fuck off.
Yeah, that's like my neighbor. They used to live catty corner for me. She decided she's gonna get a dog and keep it outside. But she buys a beagle. Why she
Yeah.
bought a beagle to make a city dog, I have no idea.
Yes, Food Pig, I know you can hear that. Those are my dogs.
Yeah.
Those
And
are
I'm
the
the same.
next door neighbor dog and my dog. The next door neighbor dog is barking at my dog.
Yeah, and beagles are known to bark constantly. Every little, especially if they're outside in the dark and every little noise. Finally, the city come out here and told her she either had to control it, bring it inside, or get rid of it. Because in one night there was 110 complaints.
Wow.
Like that wall under the back.
Well, the thing is, she lives right behind. There's an apartment, like a 2-story apartment building behind her with like 20 apartments, and every one of them are day workers, and they're trying to sleep at night. All they can hear that beagle. You know how a beagle barks all day long. And a few times the dog ended up in the vet because someone tried to poison it.
Well, I'm gonna go for now.
All right,
Yeah.
so
All right, super.
later, Super.
Yes.
Yeah. She was telling me, yeah, they tried to poison my dog. I'm like, well, yeah, people can't sleep. They're going to do some desperate things. Yeah. I said, well, why don't you let it in at night? That way it's in there with you. It feels safe. It won't bark, And she said, I don't want it in the house. And I'm like, well, if you didn't want it in the house, why'd you even get it? You can't bring a country dog into the city and then try to leave it outside.
Not accepting it, Mark.
Well, yeah, because where he was at, there was nobody out there. Now he's in the city where people are coming and going and noise all night long.
Cats,
Yeah.
Like that lady had a walk wall in the backyard.
Oh yeah, that was funny. But that was her fault, though. You can't put a Wattwaller in your backyard with a 4-foot fence.
No.
I'm talking about them little chain link fence that comes just to your chest. And she's trying to keep a full-blooded Wattwaller in her yard. Ain't gonna happen.
No.
That dog would get about 20 feet back and do that little gallop and just right over it.
Yeah.
And then it got to where it was jumping out to chase the kids getting on the school bus. And that's a big no-no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he did it one morning and he never bit none of them. He would just chase at them. And one morning he did it and there was a sheriff department down there on the corner. And when he seen that dog come over the fence and run toward his kids, he got out and blasted that dog.
Whoops.
Yeah. Well, he didn't know,
Yeah.
All he seen was this big dog barking and raising hell and coming toward kids at a bus stop. He unloaded in that dog. He said, I'm sorry. He said, that dog might not have done that, but I wouldn't have taken the chance of them getting to the kids. So
Yeah.
I told him the dog's done it several times before. And as soon as he got to him, he basically just wanted to be petted, But as I understood his side because he was just coming down the road and he sees this big dog leap over a fence running toward a group of kids on the other side of the road. Yeah. And she was all mad about it. And I'm like, I tried to tell you that fence wasn't going to keep them in. And she's like, well, I didn't have the money for a new fence. I said, well, you didn't have to do a new fence. I said, you go down here for $2. They got these little dills that go on the end of the pipe and raise it up like this, where you can run just wire,
Yeah.
and it tilts back in, still tilting it out. You tilt it back in. That way, when he goes to leap, he hits that and comes back in the yard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like our next door neighbor. I'm sure you've probably heard about the dogs getting out and fighting with the other dog and
Picking on him. Yeah.
city coming and taking them away and that whole deal. And we have these little 3-foot fences here, and we've tried to tell our neighbor, you've got to chain your dog. He keeps getting out, and
Yeah, a little 3-foot fence ain't gonna keep a full-size dog in.
you're gonna lose your dog. And sure enough, he lost his dog.
Oh yeah. When the city gets involved, it's gonna disappear.
Yep.
Yep. No, the city told her to remove that dog. It didn't get removed. It ended up getting shot. That sheriff that lives in the corner down there shot him. But she was trying to say he shot at it because it was always barking at night. And I said, no, it was running toward a bunch of kids. And a cop's not going to take the chance of a kid getting hurt,
Yep.
especially if he's out there on duty, because then they'd be on his ass of that kid if he would have bit one of them. Especially if you got a kid that's scared of dogs and the dog knows it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's like that old man way down the road. He used to have dogs. If you rode by there or he's walking, his dog would run up to you. And he asked me one day, he said, man, my dog's about bit everybody but you. And I said, that's because I won't turn my back on the bastard. And he knows it. You know, it's one of them dogs, as long as you stayed facing him, he kept his distance. But if you turn and try to run or walk fast, he'd try to nip you in the back of the leg. You know, ankle biter, you know.
Mm.
But if you turn around and just kept eye to eye, he'd just stay about 10, 20 feet back barking at you. And what I do, when I walk down the sidewalk, I walk backwards looking at him the whole time, you know. Like, come on, I dare you. Come at me. Of course, I had my pistol on my side, but, you know, I never had to draw it. I just kept eye contact with him.
Yep.
Let them know, hey, this is your territory, but I ain't scared of you. Everybody else would try to turn and run, and I said that's where you made the mistake, because then he knew you was scared.
Yep.
That's like when that guy sprayed my dog that time and he got out and bit the guy. The new mailman come by and was standing there and talking to him and petting it. And he said, is this the so-called ferocious dog? I said, he ain't ferocious. I said, you know, when he's laying on a porch and you spray him in the face with mace, it kind of pisses him off. I said, hey, you spray me on the porch with mace, it pissed me off too. Yeah, my buddy said you should have sued him. I could have, but I just wanted the guy gone.
Yep.
Of course, once they seen that film footage, he was gone anyway. I'm still trying to figure out why anybody would throw a $25 an hour job away just to spray a dog for meanness.
Yeah. That doesn't make any sense.
And why spray a dog that's not even bothering you? Unless he's trying to get bit so he can collect the money.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who knows why people do stupid shit?
Yeah. Makes you wonder sometimes. I still love the guy that cut his arm off trying to sue the company. Did I ever tell you? I think I told Ken, but yeah, we had a factory here that they used bandsaws to cut metal. Apparently, this guy had made a bunch of bad decisions in his life and was in debt up to his eyeball. Him and another guy had planned to cut his arm in one of them cutting bands, so he could say it was an accident and sue, get the insurance money. Because when you have accidental insurance on you, you get a certain amount of money for certain body parts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which his was $500,000 for an arm or a leg. If you lost use of it, it was $500,000. Yeah. He actually had another guy help him push his arm through that band to cut it.
My God.
But the reason it failed because a week before they decided to do it, the company had just put security cameras in.
Wow.
And they had it on footage. So not only did he not get a dime of insurance money, he lost an arm and went to jail.
For fraud.
Yep. But if you think about it, I guess in one way he still had his financial problems taken care of because now he's sitting in jail. You know what they gonna do? Sue a guy that's sitting in prison?
Yep.
Yeah. You know, I don't know if you ever seen them big industrial bandsaws. Them some bitches. Whoa. What gets me is the so-called friend that helped him push his arm through it. I don't know if I'd call that a friend. Yeah, I wonder how much his cut was going to be.
Yeah.
And then you always got to worry about paying him more than what he asked for. Because if he asks for it, what do you know? If you don't give it to him, he's going to turn you in.
Yep. And oh my God, Mike.
You did it yourself. Ah, shit. Mike. Yeah, Mike, that's the record. You ain't even been on here that long. You already got what the fuck. I think that's a record.
Oh, he got it. What the fuck? Almost right away when he come on from Donna.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Nah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Cucumber, you pervert. Oh, shit. Oh, baby, he didn't. C-U-M is in the name. Yeah. So I said, you dirty-minded thing. Yeah. Get her, Beanie. Beat her up. Beat her up,
No.
Beanie.
Molly's after him.
No. You trying to dominate him again?
He's like, no,
Huh? Huh? Can't dominate him. He's old. He can care less. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, he can care less. As long as his food bowl's full, he can care less. That's funny. The first time she come in heat, she's worried about Beanie getting a hold of her. The other 3 times he tried, he was humping her head. I said, hell, he just said, hell, listen, give me a blowjob. We'll call it even. Yeah. And now I think she thought she was trying to train him because now she's not in heat no more, but she humps him. And I try to tell her that's the way a female dog does a male to show dominance, you know. Hump on him. Yeah. So she ain't trying to teach him, hey, this is how you do it. But he's so old, he's like, get the hell out of here.
Hmm.
Huh, Beanie, tell it. So I can get my cage and take care of myself. Huh. Waller in his face in his blanket. Hey, boy. You'll have a stroke over there. Pour out a grapefruit and microwave it for 30 seconds.
Mike, you're just wrong.
No, great, but you think about
I know.
it. They can always go exotic and get a ruby red grapefruit. It's paint. Oh, Lord. If you use a ruby red grapefruit, wouldn't that count for a hot pink? Oh, shit. Just tell everybody that's a Pilates. It's a way of cleaning it out. Cream grapefruit. Is that how Weathers does it? Lord mercy. Grapefruit cream pie. Really? Oh, mercy. Ugh. Oh. You ever have things to do, you just don't want to do them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but my luck, Mike should be on a low sodium diet. Oh yeah, because the older gals, they got to stay on that low sodium diet, so they got to stay away from that salt. Oh Lordy. Uh-oh. Whatever.
Well, folks, that was my alarm telling me I have shit I have to go do.
All right. Yeah, I got to do some shit too. I don't want to, but I got to.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you later then.
Yep. We'll talk to y'all later.
Later, everybody.
Bye.